very popular tool for quality control. So control chart tells you the stability of process over time. A process which is redundant in nature, a process which is like a very routine steps to follow to create a stream of products or stream of items. For instance, production factories, for instance, manufacturing units, for instance, packaging units. Right? They just create a lot of the same products in a go. So over there, the control chart is used. Control chart looks something like this as per the diagram. Whatever you are measuring with this control chart on the quality aspect, the ideal data point is going to be placed at the center line. There is going to be an upper control limit and a lower control limit, which is nothing but your, tolerance level. And this is your threshold, like your minimum threshold. And this is your maximum. Right? So as long as your process and each of the point represents a product or whatever you are making on that production unit or on that in that process, each of the point represents a product. As long as your products are within this upper and lower control limit, you are okay. For instance, over here, you are not okay. This is okay, this is okay, this is okay, this is also okay. Over here, you are not okay. So it's like one of a product, totally fine. You just let it go. Some products with damage or with scratches or with non-specifications are, acceptable. However, if every item is not going as per the expectation, then there is a problem. Right? Then you can't let the process go. You need to stop and you need to again go back to the RCA to check what's the problem, what's the cause, what's the problem. Problem is in front of you. What's the cause? What's the impact? What's the long-term impact? What's the short-term impact? And what we need to do to fix it. And then you again come back to this control chart and start the process with the fixes applied and then check if it's working or not. So it's a mechanism of representing if your process is working as per the expectation or if your process is in control or stable or not. It's a graphical way of representing your control limits and your data points and your quality specification. Accordingly, we have a rule of 7. Like at what point we should stop the process and we should go back to do RCA. The rule of 7 defines that. The rule of 7 defines that if your 7 or more consecutive points, a point is a product, right? In a control chart, either above or below. So that's the first criteria. That's the second criteria. It's like above or below. So for instance, this is my upper, so this is my center line. If consecutively 7 points, for instance, this, then this, then this, then this, then this, and this. If the control chart would have been something like this, 7 points. Okay? Then this is a problem. And the similar way, if you have something like this, then this is also a problem. 7 or more. If it is 7, you should stop. So this is a problem. Below the center line, 7 consecutive point, or above the center line, 7 consecutive point. Or if you have, like, it's not really above or below the center point. If it is like the, for instance, if the graph is moving something like this, continuously increasing with certain, not really 7, certain number of points. Or continuously decreasing, maybe like something like this. Then either like any of this indication tells you that your process is out of control. If you are seeing any such indication, you should go back and you should do the RCA and get to know the causes, the impact, and the right action steps to fix it, and then come back again, start the plant or production stream and check that if it's working or not.